Hello guys, it is me, Magi, aka Devin, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, I really want to just talk, and I have art on the screen as well, and about Static Shock. Now I bought and read. I haven't finished it, but I read, as you can see on the screen, Static Shock Season 1. And I just want to talk about the manga. I said manga. I want to talk about the comic book, my likes, dislikes, and whatnot. So this one is made by Vita Ayala, Nicholas Draper, Ivy, and Reginald Houdelin. So DC Compact Comics. So let me give some warning. What I do like is that this is like manga style, right? See how thick this is? It's pretty thick. There's multiple chapters, and the chapters aren't just like 18 pages. They're a lot. They're good. They're a good amount of pages. It's all colored. It's made on different paper, very thin paper, not like super high detail paper for coloring, things like that. I think it says season 1, right? Season 1. They're doing it kind of episodic in a way, easy for TV, I guess. And I like that. I'm not gonna lie, I do like that. Now, this Static Shock is a bit more reminiscent of the original comics Static Shock. That's because Static Shock was not originally made by DC Comics. I think it was made by, I think the company is called, or was called, Stone Comics or something like that. I forget the name, but it was bought out by DC. So that's why DC owns Static Shock and all of their in-universe characters. And as you can see, this universe it's very separate from the DC universe with Superman and Batman. Like, they don't really exist, right? It's literally just, so this superhero right here, Icon, that's Static. I don't really know who all these other characters are, but Icon is like the in-universe of Superman, essentially. So he doesn't have all the same powers, but what he represents and things like that is the same thing. So Icon is a cool, interesting character, because he also represents the conservative black, which is also interesting. So it's interesting. So that's my caveat right there for the comic book. Now, as you get into it, at least on the first chapter, which is so the first chapter is 24 pages, so 12 pages back and front. The art, I'm gonna show you guys some more of the art. I think it looks pretty good. It kind of has that DC style, but also a little bit of that manga style. So this is literally, oh, there's gonna be some spoilers. I'm not gonna show the whole book. I'm not about to do a panel by panel, but I'm gonna show off some pages, just so you know. So there will be a little bit of spoilers. So yeah. Let me show you right here. This is literally like right in the very beginning. It shows Static getting his powers, and this is the panel that I drew the picture from. Right here. Oops, right here. Sorry, right here. This is the panel I drew the picture from, and Static literally getting his powers. Very cool. But I'm gonna show you a different panel where a different page later on. So my general thoughts of the comic book was that the art is good. The art is good. The storyline so far within chapter 1 and I've also read ahead in chapter 2, so that video is going to come out soon. But chapter 2, the storyline is I think the storytelling is non-linear. There's a lot of going back, forward, and back again, and then forward again. So the story is not very linear, which can get a little bit confusing. On top of, they have I'll show you, they have panels where they are just skipping to other characters. We don't know why. Like, we don't really know who these people are, right? Literally, this panel right here, Static gets his powers, right? And then you flip literally one page over. His mom, dad, they're concerned. They're like, "Oh, my baby," and you just go to some other guy. There's a whole page about some other guy, and I don't know what he's doing. I don't know, like, why is he even important? You don't really know that much, right? He's doing this. So they you know, they do kind of tell us, right, within this panel who he is and what's he doing and all that stuff. But it's like, at the same time, still like, he's not the main character, so why should I care, right? Why should I care this far into the story where all I care about is Static? So that's one gripe. You know what? Actually, let me start with the good things first. Good things, art is good. Good things, storytelling is non-linear. That could be a negative or a positive, depends on how you look at it, depends on what type of storytelling you like. But yeah, and then thirdly, the colors are also really good too. I really like how they do the colors. It's very good. I think the tone is a lot more mature. Just personally, I prefer a more mature story. So I like that. I also like just how it is the like, it's a whole universe, right? There's a whole lot of things going on even outside of Static. So yeah, it's a whole universe. And let me get into somewhat of the negatives about this. So the storytelling, first one I would say, storytelling is non-linear. So there's a lot of going backwards. You know, you're in the past, then you jump into the future, then you jump back to the past, and then back to the future. So there's a lot of non-linear storytelling, and sometimes it doesn't really seem essential to jump back into the past, where just a few lines of wording can tell you that, right? And then that leads into my next topic, is that I feel like the comic book is very extremely wordy. Like, and I read comic books. I haven't seen a whole, I think there might be like one panel. Look at all those words on there, right? Just some of the panels are just, it's just it's a picture of a door with just words on it, bro. Very wordy, very wordy. A lot of the panels are like this, just extremely wordy. And I don't necessarily really appreciate that much, right? And the scene I even showed you, it's not even about Static. And literally the next page is this, right? Very wordy. It's a little humorous, you know, but very wordy, very much. I think this one right here has like the least amount of wording. But I don't. I'm gonna be honest, like, it's a thing of show don't tell, and then I'm like, we're in the main character's mind the whole time, which is kind of like, yeah, show don't tell. We don't have to be in the character's mental all the time, if that makes sense. And now my real gripe with the story, or at least with chapter 1, the things that don't sit right with me, is how it starts off. It starts off with literally a George Floyd protest And Static is there because he doesn't want to get bullied. He thought he'd be safe from his bully. And then he still gets beat up. He goes to meet with his friends, and for some reason they go to the front or something like that, and he's like, I'm gonna stay in the back. And then he gets beat up by his bully still. And then I don't even understand. And then so at the protest, somehow his friends are gone or in the back all of a sudden. It's not quite clear where they're at. They're somewhere else. That's all I know. Right. And the police, like, just randomly just like throw the experimental gas at the children. These are all high school students protesting. They're literally just throw the experimental gas. And they're like, wait, it's experimental. We shouldn't do it. Do it now. Like, and so they throw the experimental gas at the people, and which are mostly high school students, and they literally start dying. Literally start dying. They get melted. And I just don't like seeing that, like children dying. And then those who don't die get superpowers, right? So that's how you get the bang babies, because the cops or somebody in somebody, lieutenant, captain, whomever, literally was like, throw the experimental gas that has not been tested at the people, at the children. Just didn't make any sense, and they were peacefully protesting. So that didn't really sit right with me. It just didn't. The second thing is that I don't know if like bang babies in this universe are like a comic book or like a normal thing by now, but it seems like people are learning about them and learning about what they're doing. But we have Hot Streak. Hot Streak is the white guy with the fire powers. I don't know if you've seen the old Static show, but literally this guy right here, Hot Streak, right? That's his code name, right? He has fire powers, Hot Streak. He literally just starts using his fire powers in school, everywhere. He does not care. And then Static does the same thing. Static literally starts using his electricity powers literally everywhere. He uses them in school, uses them at home, but yet somehow nobody knows. Like, I don't know. And then people start spreading a rumor that it's some other kid and not Static somehow. I don't know how. I don't know. It was just like kind of a lame excuse that he didn't get found out. And then so that was kind of lame. I think the protest is trying to it's the way it started, the whole protest is trying to say something without saying something. Right? It's expecting you, I should say this. The way it starts off, you can kind of, it's expecting you to have a certain worldview, right, of the world, that authority equals white equals bad, right? And black equals oppressed equals good. And that's not the reality that everyone believes in. But they are expecting you to have that type of, because it's the world is supposed to be extremely similar, maybe not the exact same because they have babies, but it's supposed to be extremely similar, extremely like basically the same world that we live in, right? And yes, is there some oppression? Yes. Is it some of it done by white people? Yes. It's also done by other cultures and other people. So but there's more. And I'm not saying everyone's bad, right? But I'm also not saying that every black person is good. So, and I think the OG Static Shock show, if you've seen it as a kid, you should go watch it. Kind of exhibits that. Like, it doesn't say that like, oh, white people are bad. It literally says we have good people that are white, we have bad people that are white, and vice versa. We have black people that are good and black people that are bad. That's just the world we live in, you know. So we have that, and then and also Hot Streak. They call him a racist. Mostly because he doesn't like Static, but it genuinely, like, his hate for Static doesn't really make sense. I guess they're trying to pose it as if he's like Hot Streak is like this jock, but he's not. It really feels like he's all by himself all the time, and then and no one really likes him like that, right? But his hate for Static, and maybe it's because he's smart and has a chance to get out of the ghetto, but he's like, oh, you're not black enough, you know, always trying to get at these white girls, da 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 da. And if Static has a preference for white girls, that's fine. No one cares about that. That's fine. Because he does have a crush on a white girl, right? Because, you know, they have a relationship. They're friends. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, he also, like, it seems like he hates white people more than black people. And so his whole thing is like a serious conundrum that just does not make sense when looked at deeply. And it just feels like they didn't think about this too hard, right? So that's one thing about Hot Streak I don't like. The other thing, as I sorry, excuse me. The other thing about this comic is that there's a lot of cutaways to other characters that we don't know about. Like this one right here. This guy, we're not wholeheartedly sure why he is so important. They tell us, right? Basic cops coming after him, but then he's got like the super tech and literally comes out as this guy who I don't know who he is. I don't know what the dealio is. Like, you know what I mean? It just cuts away to that instead of like focusing on Static. Does it look cool? Yeah, it looks cool, but I don't know who he is. Like, why was that important? And then we just don't see him again. At least I don't think so. And then we have things like this pop up. This is in universe. So this is the thing where it's like, it's cool, but I don't think it's essential for the story because our main character is Static. And Static isn't paying attention to this. So why should we? That's what's going through my head while I'm seeing this. Like, it's cool, it's an in-universe thing, right? But is it important to the main plot? Is it important to the main character? And also, it's very wordy. Once again, it's literally just them talking. So yeah. And lastly, now because of the trauma of, you know, people literally dying, people suffering, being oppressed, Static is very moody. He's very moody, and that's because of trauma. It makes sense, right? Literally saw your homies die. It doesn't sit right with me that like all those people died, his friends and stuff like that died, but it happened, right? That's the story that they chose to tell. And Static is just so moody. I don't, it's not enjoyable. I'm sorry, it's not enjoyable to see him so moody. And maybe if Static was like an overcomer, right, or something like that, or like, but he's just like down and sad all the time within the story, within the universe. So it's kind of like, you know, it's not cool. And then, like look at this. I'm sorry, I gotta show it. But like this giant display of electricity and power in the middle of the school. This all happens because Static was just irritated, basically. Yeah, and then people think it was somebody else. And then we go to the next page, and it's literally about Icon and his assistant. Now, Icon is cool and all, but like, they don't. I don't know why this is important. I genuinely don't know why this is important. Static doesn't know anything about this, right? Like, maybe this could be shown later on in the comic, but like right in the middle of the expose, like trying to see what's happening with Static. It's cool and all, but like, why? I don't know why. I get it. It's in universe. The characters are important. The characters matter, but like, why? You know? So, yeah, that's just, I didn't appreciate that. I didn't like that, I should say, rather. It's not even happening in the same city as Static. It's literally happening in like the other side of the world, dang near. So yeah, that's what we have. And then we have them talking with the main bad guy, who we think might be the bad guy, but we don't know. The only real threat is literally so far on episode 1 is yeah, so that was episode 1. Sorry. So the only real threat that we have is in Dakota. Seems like the police and Hot Streak. That's the only real threat we got. So that was it mostly for. So we're seeing all this other stuff that doesn't really hold weight to the story of Static, at least not as of yet. And so it's like, why are we seeing all of this, right? We know the police are a threat because they are authority, and authority is bad. But authority, it depends on what type of worldview you come from. And then, so it's a lot of wordiness. They literally keep going back to the fight, a non-linear storytelling, back to the past, back to the fight, back to, switch, and he's talking with his friends, talking with his family. Yeah. I guess we're looking at it from different people's perspective as well, but it's just like, why is that important? Why does that hold weight? Is Static wrong or something, like, or is it trying to justify Static? I don't know. And once again, he's extremely moody. It's due to the powers as well, not just the trauma, but also the powers themselves. Like, he needs to constantly be using the electricity, or it builds up, right? And that makes him irritated, whatnot. And then his dad, we all know his dad's supposed to be like MLK, which is cool. He doesn't get into that. He doesn't really get into that until like episode 2 with his family, because mostly episode 1 mostly takes place at school. And it almost seems like they're trying to prepare you or get ready for something, but we don't know. We the audience, do not know what's happening. Stuff is just kind of happening, especially for a lot of the characters, where you're like, who is this guy? Why is he important? What? So that was my big gripe with episode 1. Episode 2 is coming out shortly. I will do a drawing and then a video just like this one. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. I will also be doing other type of videos as well. As I said in my update video for 2026, I will be doing more just like drawing and thoughtful videos. Like, I have a lot of thoughts on my mind that I don't get the chance to get off my head, and I didn't want to put it in this video because I don't think this video is that. I have written them down, so they will be coming out, but all in due time. If these are something that you want to talk about, something that you would like to discuss with me, please join my Discord. And this is, I think it'll be a good place for us, for Christians, to talk about storytelling, comics, manga, things like that. What is doable, what is good, what is bad, what is enlightening, what themes and things lead back to Christ, things like that. So if that interests you, join my Discord. Link in the comment, not in the comment, link in the description below. And yeah, I'm gonna pray us out, and we're gonna talk to you guys later. So, dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for this video. I thank you for the time you have given me. I pray that the the audience, the comic book readers, we are able to tell the story of the true hero, right? The one who has saved us in the most important of ways, right? He saved us all. We are able to point people back to Christ. We're able to lead people back to Christ, right? We're able to engage in storytelling that is redeemed and honors you, Lord. In Jesus Christ we pray. Amen. Thank you for watching this video. Come this far. Thank you. Bye-bye.